PapiChulo? God dang it, Steven. What's up, Keo Electric? Hang on, bro. I'm barely getting the hang of this. This is my first live, so y'all guys bear with me. What's up, Killer Well? What's up, Lipstick? Yeah, I'm good, Keo Electric. I'm just getting the hang of this. Does anybody know how I can give people moderation? I'm clicking the name. Hello, Lyra. I'm doing it on my iPad. I'm not on computer. LOL. Yeah, lipstick. I am. Do I have to sign out? Can y'all guys hear me? Hello? Dang it. Can y'all hear me? Yo, what's up, Andrew? Can you hear me, bro? I'm fixing my StreamYard, dude, and I'm barely getting the hang of it, so bear with me, bro. Thanks, everybody that's in the chat. Okay, guys, so if anybody wants to join, the link's down there. Dave on who, bro? What's going on, dog? Talk to me, bro. You could come up on the panel if you want, bro. I'm getting StreamYard figured out, bro. So, talk to me, bro. Oh, what happened, bro? What happened with Jim? What are you talking about?
Hey, give us 1 second. Hey, what's up, Jose?
What's up, bro?
Oh my
Can you hear
God, there's
me?
an echo.
Can you hear me perfect, or is it echoing, or what?
It's echoing.
Damn, hang on.
It's either because your mic is too close to your speaker, or your TV is up too loud. Your speakers are up too loud, maybe.
What about now?
Testing. I
Is
can
that
still hear
better?
myself.
Is that better?
Testing. No, I can still hear myself.
You still messing up, or what?
Testing. Yeah, still.
How about now?
Testing. Yeah,
Testing.
still hear myself. Maybe it's my sentence. Maybe it's me.
Testing.
I can't
Hello.
hear myself now.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
that's
me?
working. Yeah, I can hear you, and I
All right.
can't hear myself. Drama.
So what's going on, bro?
I was
What's
over on
happening?
Jim's. You know Jim. You know Jim. I was over on Jim's, and he kept calling me a troll for no reason. Like he's trying to piss me off. Like I'm in the comments. That Matt guy came on. He had an echo. Jim started talking about he had an echo. So I said, yeah, you've an echo, Matt. If you turn on your TV, it might work. And he starts fucking going, it's already on 12%, shouting at me. Not Jim, the person who brought it up. He starts shouting at me. And then Matt goes, right, fuck this, I'm leaving YouTube forever, and turns his thing off. And then Jim starts blaming me, saying, someone's causing drama. I don't want no drama. Saying it to me, for why? What the fuck did I do? I repeated what Jim said.
Yeah, that's Jim for you, bro. He's
Yeah,
like
he's
that, dude.
fucking totally fucking biased against me for some reason. I don't know what the fuck I did to make him think I was a troll, other than go to his fucking videos and like his videos, control what I'm saying, because he says he doesn't like curses, so I never cursed in there. And I curse all the fucking time, you can hear me talk.
Yeah, you can curse on my
Yeah.
my panel, bro.
And he's in there calling me a troll, like he's trying to, get me pissed off. If you call someone a liar over and over again, eventually you're going to get pissed off and start lying to you just to teach you a lesson. It's like he's doing that. It's like he's trying to make me into a troll or something. I just wonder. I don't want to freak out on his channel or nothing, but I'm wondering, like, why is he trying to, piss me off? Why is he trying to turn me into an enemy?
Did you tell him?
I can't really tell him. I tried to explain to him in the comments what I was saying, but he doesn't get it. And I don't want to go up in his panel because I know it's going to turn into an argument.
Yeah.
So I thought no one's over here. I'll just come over and vent a little bit. And if Jim's watching it in the background, which I know he is, I don't give two fucks. He can do what he wants. Block me. I don't give a shit, Jim. You want to treat me like that? Up yours. Suck my dick. Like I said, I was a viewer. I'm watching it. If someone is an echo, I have a right to say they have an echo. Matt doesn't want me there and you don't want me there. Ban me. Don't fucking call me a troll over and over again and try
Hey,
and
I
turn
don't
me
have
into
no
something I'm
problem with
not.
you, dude. I actually
No,
like
not
you,
you.
bro.
No, not you. You're cool. I'm just talking. I'm ranting about Jim right now. Because it's not really often I get pissed off about something, but you know when someone starts taking something on you for no reason, that's what I feel like's happening. I feel like I'm getting targeted for no reason because I talk to someone specific and I know exactly who it is. And there's other names I want to mention, but I can't right now. I'll fucking talk to them on my own channel. That's what I'm gonna do. What are you up to anyway, Jose? What are you doing?
Nothing, bro. Just chilling, dude. Trying to get this StreamYard figured out, bro. Since this is my first time doing it.
Yeah. There's some good
Yeah.
glasses you're wearing.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah, so you see if you got a different color it would be annoying because it would be reflecting the screen, but because they're red,
These are Ray-Bans.
yeah, they're pretty good. Nice. Sweet.
I
So
mean, don't
that's what
worry
was
about
going
it,
on with
bro.
me huh?
Don't stress it, bro. I mean, oh well,
Yeah,
dude.
no. I'm not going to stress it. I enjoyed watching his live streams. It's kind of like imagine you liked watching Barney the dinosaur, right? Or some stupid shit. I don't care what it is. You like watching anything. And then the character in the TV show starts going, I don't like you. Calling you out. It's like, what the fuck? What did I do? Didn't do anything. I don't care. I'm going to stop going there. I'm going to unsubscribe. I told him to go fuck himself right now. He's going to look at it. Drew's watching. That's the only reason. The only reason I said it is because Drew's watching, and I know Drew's going to go and tell him. So he's going to come and watch, and he can see what I think right now. I didn't do anything. Matt is throwing a tantrum on your channel. I'm fucking commenting. I could be timed out anytime you wanted to time me out, or banned or whatever. But he keeps me there and calls me a troll instead of just going right. He's a troll. Ban him. He keeps me there and calls me a troll, like he's trying to get me angry and make me do something. Like I'm not going to do whatever it is, whatever he thinks I'm going to do to get myself banned. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to stop viewing his fucking videos.
Well, you're always welcome on my channel, dude. On my
Yeah, I know
channel.
you. I know you. Thanks. Thank you for letting me come up and rant. And anything I say is not associated with Jose. I'm just using his channel as a platform to fucking rant my craziness.
Yeah, I get you, bro.
Yeah.
Ben,
Jose did
I'm gonna
not know what
start
I was
doing
going to say
push-ups
when he
later
came
on,
up.
bro.
Huh?
Ben Backwoods, he commented, when am I gonna do push-ups for super chats? Well, if you want, you can PayPal me, bro, and I'll start doing push-ups or sit-ups, bro.
He's calling you fat.
Who you calling fat, bro? I'm skinny, bro.
He's calling you fat.
Bro, you don't want to see this six-pack of Modelo's, bro.
Look, see, Ben Backwood says I did nothing wrong. He agrees with me at least. Thank you, Ben. It's like it's bullshit. Getting targeted. I know exactly why. Well, I don't know exactly why because he didn't say it to me. But I have a good theory on why Jim thinks I'm a troll and why Jim called me a troll so many times. And it's because someone else told Jim I'm a troll. And that same person came out and told Jim a bunch of other people were trolls. Now I don't care. I'm going to stop going there.
I mean, there's the definition of troll, like there's being funny and whatnot, and then there's being a troll,
Yeah. No, I wasn't doing anything on Jim's. I'd say hello to everyone that came in. I'd be like, just watching the stream, enjoying the chat with everyone and stuff. But if I'm going to get called out for doing nothing, like if I did something and you call me out, fair enough, I did something. But if I literally just told someone there's an echo, like, and then everyone seems to turn on me because I said there was an echo. Really, what I think it was I said there was an echo. Matt doesn't like that. So Matt leaves. And then Jim got angry at me because Matt left. But really, it was Jim that caused it because he was the one that started talking about the echo in the first place.
Yeah, I jumped in his live and I heard an echo too, but I don't know whose it was.
Hmm. That guy still wants his 20 push-ups. Anyways, that just happened 5 minutes ago. It's not really drama because I'm gonna drop it, but that's not how you get rid of a troll. That's how you create one. Is all I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah,
That's how you
definitely.
turn someone who likes you into someone who hates you by
Yeah,
going,
how you gonna talk
yeah,
shit about somebody that supports you, you know, and then it's just fucked up.
yeah. Ben Backwards got timed out for saying Sunday night haters to lawnmower
That
man.
was Drew that did it, not me, bro. I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, Drew will ban the shit out of you for nothing. But Drew's okay. Drew's not that bad. Drew's just like a Christian boy or something. He can't like talk shit. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how when people are just messing with him. So he kind of overreacts and bans you. But he'll stand by his ban is one thing. He'll tell you why he banned you, and then he'll stand by it. He won't unban you, that's what I like about him. What was that? You did a video a couple of days ago, Jose, where you were at some racetrack. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude, that was a little throwback I did when I went to Daytona last year.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
just figured, hey, why not? I'm gonna just put this video together for you guys, you know.
yeah. I was watching it, so it was all right. Where was it again? Let me see. I can't remember the name of it. What are you doing with these videos anyway? With these live streams, you trying to get more subscribers?
I'm just trying to. I mean, there's been multiple people that's been asking me, hey, why don't you go live, dude? You should go live, and I was like, yeah, I should. I just it's not that I didn't want to, bro. It's just I didn't really know how to use it. You know, I was like embarrassed. I might look like a fool trying to get it figured out, you know, and people watching me.
Yeah,
That's just me.
yeah. You mean what you were doing earlier? How you were going live and then going off live, and there was no
Yeah,
audio and then there was no video.
yeah. I was trying to figure
Yeah,
it out.
I can understand that. Yeah, sometimes I feel that way too. I don't want to turn on the thing, think I'm live, and then find out I'm not live like 10 minutes into whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
So where's Jennifer, bro? I haven't seen her gone live. What happened with her? What's up with her?
I don't know. I was talking to her, was it 2 or 3 days ago? Oh, I can't remember, man. On these live streams, it's so late at night for me. I'd be stoned out of my fucking brains. I can't remember what's going on the next day. What was I talking to her about? Oh, you know who was there? Brolance. Brolance. Me, Jennifer, Brolance, and I do not remember
Do you
for the life of
remember
me.
when she was live and Squidward popped up?
Yeah.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. I thought that
Yeah.
was Rick. I thought that was
No.
Rick.
Why did it sound like Squidward?
I can't remember. I just remember someone. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but I remember people talking about saying Squidward just popped up, and I was like, "Where? I didn't see him."
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. What are you doing? Why were you popping up?
Huh?
Why did you pop in? Why didn't you stay?
It
You
was.
wanna?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just didn't want to. I didn't feel like talking shit to that guy 'cause I don't really know him like that. I know people give him hell.
Who was it again? Brolance.
Junie Pie.
Junie Pie. Oh, oh, that's right. He was in there. I don't know Junie Pie that much. I don't know anyone on there that much, to be honest with you.
Sure. What's up,
Ju-
Buford? Sheriff Buford T. Cletus. Thank you for stopping by,
Buford.
brother.
Junie Pie's alright. Bit of an asshole, but he's kind of funny. So I put up his asshole. I put up the assholeness of him because he's funny. But if he wasn't at least trying to be funny, I'd boot his ass out of the room.
He's just weird to me, bro. He looks
He's
weird,
weird.
like a fucking pedophile or some shit like that.
I don't know. I think Junie works like out in the fucking woods or something, chopping trees down. He looks like that type of person that he doesn't work with other people, like he's a taxi driver or something. Just has that look about him. Like you can tell he's out in the woods at 4 o'clock in the morning dragging logs around the place. Baiting foxes with a shovel.
Appreciate it, Buford. This is my first live show, so getting the hang
Yeah,
of it.
I'm on the very first one. Is Buford your bro in the family sense or bro in the brother sense? Friends.
He's family from the. Well, you've been to Whirly's live stream, right?
Yeah.
All of us in there are family, you know. So,
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Oh, over there, buddy. You know, when you're doing these live streams, it's important for you to have something to talk about. You should practice that type of shit.
Well, what is it to talk about, bro? Down to
You
talk
just
about
need to
whatever.
you need to have a topic on your mind. That's what it's all about. People are going to come here to hear what you have to say. This is your channel. I'm just some
Well, I
fucking
got a lot of
gobshite.
topics to talk about. You know, we can make it funny. We can make it whatever. You know.
I find it's best not to make it anything. It's just to talk about. If you're a funny person, you'll make it funny. If you're a serious person, you make it serious. But it's probably best to talk about things that you know a lot about, or at least things you like. Like, did you buy a new microphone, or did you fucking almost get run over by a car, or some shit like that? You know.
I mean, a week before Christmas, I got in a bad car wreck. I hit a
Damn.
semi truck.
You hit a semi.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then a
What
week
happened?
after that, dude, my niece passed away. You believe
Niece.
that shit? Yeah.
Goddamn. Damn. Sorry. Sorry to hear that. What happened with the truck you slammed into? How'd you survive that shit? What happened?
Well, I was with my girl, right? My wife.
Yeah.
We were coming back from Atlanta. We were heading back home, right? So that day it was raining, and we were driving normal speed, right? And then there was some idiot in front of us that he hit the guardrail on the left side.
Yeah.
And this was on a freeway, like a big interstate freeway, like a 6 lane. And he hit the guardrail. Next thing you know, it hits us, and then we do a 360. We hydroplaned and we 360. Next thing you know, we hit a semi truck, dude, and I was like, at that moment, I said, "Damn, I'm done with." You know, I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Were you speeding?
Huh?
Were you speeding?
On the freeway, dude, we did it like a complete 360 on the freeway.
Or actually, you know what? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that question. I think about it. You could incriminate yourself, and that's a dumb thing to do. You actually have to be careful of shit like that. I heard of a guy who, or no, I heard of two guys who went to some campus in America. I was reading about this the other day. Went to campus in America. They went there to draw swastikas all over the place. You know, like Nazi symbols. So these two guys broke into this college campus, drew swastikas everywhere, and they got caught. And they were wearing masks as well and all this, you know, so no security footage caught them. But they got caught because they were carrying their mobile phones on them, and they signed into the school Wi-Fi at 4:30 in the morning. So everyone knew it was them that did it. So these guys basically got caught drawing swastikas everywhere because of their phones. They were carrying their phone on them. So you never know. Technology can catch you out. Like, you could be driving down the road in one of these fancy new cars, and they're not like the old style cars where it actually has the steering wheel is like one big long column. All it takes is an electrical cutout in a modern car, and that's what you're not able to steer. The wheel will cut out. You know, if your power steering and all that shit goes, your steering cuts out. So all of a sudden you're in you be in a a vehicle moving at 60 miles an hour, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden your steering is turned off. That's how a lot of accidents are caused. People don't realize it.
No
They
matter
think,
how good of a driver you are, dude, there's always gonna be some fucking idiot.
yeah, that's another reason you have to trust other drivers. And other drivers sometimes ain't good.
Oh yeah.
Or they're tired, or they're hungry, or they're distracted in some other way, and they fucking slam an Arctic truck into you. An Arctic is what we call an 18-wheeler. So you're doing this through StreamYards as well. I
Yeah.
think. Do you know the rules of StreamYard?
Do you know?
Not really. They're hard to understand. I'm starting to figure them out though. If you pay for it, if you pay the money for StreamYard, what it lets you do is it lets you upload 12 hours. But if
Yeah.
you're not paying, or 20 hours, sorry. But if you're not paying for it, it only lets you upload 20 hours total.
Every month, right?
Yeah, what it does is once you go over the 20 hours, it lets you still stream, but it won't save the video to YouTube. The video just disappears. So I think you can still stream, but once you're over the 24 hours, the video just doesn't go to YouTube anymore. It won't save it or whatever the fuck it does. It's bullshit. There's better ways of doing this as well, though. I just haven't got around to figuring it out yet.
Yeah. First, I'm gonna see how many people like actually come in and like watch it, and then from there I'll decide whether I should buy it or not, because I think it's $100 and something a year. You know?
Oh, I wouldn't bother with buying it. See this free one. You should do this free one. If you do this free one, let's say you do it for a month, and you
Yeah.
do a 3-hour stream every second night. I'd say you get a good few viewers. Eventually, it takes a while. You'll be sitting there for a while on your own.
Mhm.
Like you'll be sitting here for a while on your own doing nothing, and then eventually, slowly, you'll start getting viewers. That seems to be how it works for everyone.
Yeah.
So I think you'd be best finding something to do on these streams, like, or if you want to sit there and scroll your phone, that's up to you. But when someone comes in, you need to like do something to grab their attention immediately. And I don't mean
Oh,
start like when you see someone come in. I don't mean then you start being entertaining. I mean do something entertaining all the time, and then people will start staying because they see it. Like there's probably a few people in and out of here already that just
yeah.
came and left. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's just different when I go into like my other friend's panel, dude. I'm just myself, you know.
Yeah. What, you're
And
not
then
being yourself now? This is
I'm
not
being
you.
myself right now. It's just like this is my first time doing it, you know.
Yeah. What do you like? What things do you like to do?
It's like, God damn it, my fucking mom's watching me live streaming right now, dog.
Yeah,
But
you shouldn't don't give a shit who's watching, whatever.
I don't care.
Yeah,
What's
exactly. You
up,
shouldn't give.
rando? Oh shit.
Like literally, that's another thing people have to get over when they're live streaming is literally anyone could come in and watch. Your worst enemy can come in and watch and start commenting in the thing, your name, and start telling people your address, your TV, your home address, and all this shit. That could happen.
Shit, I
You
live
just have to deal with it.
in Antarctica, bro. If anybody
You
wants to
live in
come?
Antarctica?
Yep, that's where I stay at.
Fuck. God damn. Did you say Atlanta, Antarctica?
Antarctica, bro.
You mean like the polar ice cap,
Yes,
Antarctica?
sir.
God fucking damn. It must be cold down there. Tell me, when you're going out to get the post, do you have to bring the polar bear gun with you?
Nah, the polar bear is chilling inside, dude. You know, he brings me the food in the mornings.
Seen those fuckers, man. I seen a documentary before where those guys, they weren't even looking for polar bears. They were down the Antarctic trying to film penguins and shit. But when they were in their little, they have a camp, a kind of like a camping van or a house or something. We call them prefabs. It's like a house you just build in like space of 20 minutes. You put
I
up
call
walls
it
and
an
roof and it's a
igloo.
house. You call them what?
Igloos.
Well, it's not an igloo. It's a Western style, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a prefab. prefabricated house or unit. You just
Yeah.
basically, it's like you just drop it there and it's a house. You put up steps and you can walk into it. They were in one of these things anyway, and they're all eating cake or some shit, sitting at the table, and one of them goes, "Hey, look at this," and opens the wee tiny window beside the table. When he opened the tiny little window, a fucking massive polar bear stuck his head straight in the window and took a bite of the cake on the table. And everyone started freaking the fuck out, except for the guy who opened the window, and it turned out he knew the polar bear. He feeds the polar bear all the time. That was fucked up though. The polar bear, its head was bigger than the window, but because you know a polar bear's head, it starts at the nose, which is small, and the head doesn't really get massive until it gets up behind the ears. It was able to stick most of its head in the window, and there was people sitting at the table freaking out. It was like a little dining table, you know, like what you see in a restaurant beside the window. You never seen 5 people run the fuck away from a table quicker in your life. I know.
Yeah,
Get all
but
these
if it
people
is
in the
from
comments showing you love. There's nothing in Ireland that's that like that. Like the worst thing you'd have to worry about in Ireland is a ram, a sheep, a boy sheep trying to headbutt you.
So I got a question, Dave.
Yeah.
Is it true about the leprechauns and whatnot, or is it just all bullshit?
Yeah, there's leprechauns all over the place, but they're fucking hard to catch. Hard to catch. They jump down the hole. By the time you get your arm the whole way down the hole, they're out the exit hole. They have an entrance hole and an exit hole in the ground, and you have to catch them, and you can't get them. And if you catch them, you can torture them and make them tell you where the gold is, but rarely works. They usually die before they tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're committed. They're not giving up that gold.
Greedy bastards.
Greedy little leprechaun bastards. No, they're fake, obviously. What's your culture? You know my culture, Irish. What's your culture? People just assume you're like Spanish or something.
I'm Mexican, but born and raised in America. America.
What's that mean? What's the difference? What, you're not considered Mexican?
The difference is that I'm not illegal, you know. I was born in the U.S., but my parents are from Mexico.
So are you allowed? Like, do you have this is probably a
Green card?
stupid question. Do you have
Green
like a
card?
Mexican pass? Yeah, green card, but for Mexico, so you can go back and visit your family back there and all that stuff.
No, it's the same thing. It's the American passport.
Also, all right. So American passport works for both sides of the border.
Yeah, but if you're
Right.
illegal, if you're coming from Mexico over here, they're gonna have a Mexican passport. That
All
makes
right.
sense?
Yeah, it does. Basically, an American passport gets you in and out,
Yeah.
just like a Mexican passport does, but one's from America, one's from Mexico. Yeah, we kind of have something similar here going on. So what's the deal with all the fuckers climbing the fence then? Why don't they just use their Mexican passport to get into America?
Because they can't, dude.
Well, to be turned away. They go up to the border with their passport. What, the American border guards will turn them away?
Yeah, dude, because they're illegal.
No, but they're trying to get in legally with their passport. They just want to cross the border. Let's say I walked up to the passport with, or let's say I walked up to the border with my Mexican passport and said, "Hey, I want to go into America and buy some orange juice. Would they let me?"
Nope. They're gonna
Why
say,
not?
sir, you need a green card for that.
To buy orange juice?
Yep. If you're
What
not
if I live?
if you're not American or born in the US, you can't come to the US.
Okay, what if I live on one of those? What if I'm on the Mexican side, right? But I live in
Yep.
one of those weird little towns where the border runs right through it. You
You
know, like
still
New
wouldn't be
Mexico
able
or
to
something.
you
They
still
still,
wouldn't be able to
Americans are such fucking cunts. You know that? Such a gang of pricks. They let anyone they want go into Mexico and come back, but they won't let any Mexicans go into America, not even to buy orange juice. Such a gang of fuckers.
why do you think we jump the border, bro, or we swim
I'd be
and get in
fucking
the
jumping
US
that shit too.
illegally?
You
Because
hear
they
this
won't
shit?
let us do it.
It's all really one big country. Everybody
Yeah.
knows it, like Canada included. It's all one big landmass. It's like England and Scotland. But there's many different types of people that live there. And you shouldn't be segregating everyone up the way you are. Like in Ireland, we have a thing called the North of Ireland, and it's kind of like Mexico, where all the English people live in the north.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Buford?
Okay, let's clear this up. Let's help this man out. He's not understanding what you're trying to say there, Jose. Okay, yes, if you have a passport from Mexico, you are able to cross the border, but you can't stay. The people that are climbing the fences are coming to live. That's the key.
Yeah, but my point is, right, with a Mexican passport, I just walk up to the border guards, say I want to go and buy orange juice. They let me through, and then I go, fuck you, I'm going to stay, and run away.
Then
And I
they
stay
will
in
track you
America.
down for being illegal.
Yeah, but
Yep.
that's what I'm
You
just
gotta
saying. Why
have a
don't more?
visa for that.
Why don't
Dave.
more people just do that?
Well,
Like, why is it worth climbing the wall rather than just walking up the border?
Well, what it is they're easily caught because when you walk up to the border with your passport, it has all your information on it and your picture, so they know who to
Oh,
look for. So that's where you can get in trouble. That's why when they come across the border, they do it illegally. That way, they don't know what they look like
okay.
or who they are or anything like that.
So they just basically, they have passports and stuff, or they could get one. They just
Right.
don't want to use it that way, because if they do, it's easier to catch them.
Right. It's easier to track them
I
down.
see now. That does clear it up a bit. What I was saying is we have the same kind of thing going on here with England and Ireland, where north of Ireland is considered a part of England, even though if you look at the map, Ireland isn't connected to England in any way. We're one separate island all on our own.
Yeah, Scotland's the one that's connected, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a border, and there's no one guarding it. There's none of that shit. Well, there used to be years ago, a long time ago, but there's no one currently. No one's guarding it. There's no real border. It's called the border, but you can walk across freely. You don't need a passport or anything.
Right.
I could just walk down to the border, step across, and I'm in England. That's it. I can buy English stuff and not pay tax in Ireland. So it's kind of a weird situation.
Right.
Thanks for explaining that, though. That does help.
Yeah, it throws everybody for a loop, because you hear about our president, build a wall and keep them out and all this other mess, and people are trying to figure out, why are you trying to do this? Well, we want people to come over the right way,
Yeah.
not just come over and take jobs from the American people. And I mean, it happens quite often. Because you'll have people that will be like what they call a mule. That it's the same situation for, they're a mule for drugs, but they're a mule for bringing people in, illegally.
Yeah.
Call it peyote.
Sex workers and stuff.
Right, Jose.
Yeah.
Coyote, I forgot. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it because it's going to continue happening. I don't care how big a wall they put up; it's still going to happen.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how tall a wall is, you can still always go under it.
And there's plenty of tunnels. There's plenty of tunnels under the border right now that they can go through. So, what have you stopped? I mean, okay, yeah, they're not going to come across in the daylight. They're going to go underground, and you ain't going to see them.
One thing I know is, you're not going to stop them, like with a wall or anything. What you want to do is you want to forget the wall. You want to forget all of the other stupid ideas. You want to use technology. You want to use like radar, shit like that, sensors.
Oh yeah, they've got heat sensors and movement sensors and cameras and night vision cameras and stuff like that they can actually track people.
Yeah, that's the way they want to go, though. They want to start investing more in that technology and advance that type of technology, and no one will get anywhere without them knowing.
Oh yeah.
But walls were invented like 5,000 years ago. They're not working anymore. The technology's old.
Right.
Not working anymore.
We found a way around them then. We'll find a way around them now.
We have rockets. We can either fly over it or blow it fucking down with a rocket.
There you go. Like back in medieval days, use a cannon or something like that, catapult.
It's kind of like every time we advance some part of technology, like tracking, someone advances the opposite technology to stop you tracking people.
Yeah.
So there is always that battle as well.
Yeah, you always got your good and your bad, you know.
Mm.
But like the world wouldn't be balanced if you didn't have good and bad.
Hey Jose, we're talking here. What? You don't have an opinion on this?
I'm just listening, bro. I can't say nothing, bro, because I'm Mexican, dude.
No, you're not. See, that's your descent is Latino.
That's why I keep calling it Spanish.
Or Chicano, whatever you want to name
Well,
it.
you're not Chicano, man. Come on.
Do you not have some of that?
Or if you really want to get technical about it, Mexican American. There.
I'm
Puerto
Caucasian.
Rican?
Puerto
Hey,
Rican.
Puerto
I'm a
Rican.
mutt. I'm a mutt.
Y'all can't see my flag in the background?
Yeah, I see that.
I can, but I don't know what it is. I can see the red and the white. The red and the white. Yeah, the red and white.
It's the Mexican flag.
Yeah, but I'm European. I don't know what the fuck that means. You know, your Mexican flag is one color off my Irish flag. We're green, white, and orange. So every time we're in the World Cup and I see the Mexican flag, I always, for a millisecond, I always think it's Ireland. I think, how are we doing so bad? And then I go, oh shit, that's Mexico. It's okay.
Yeah, that's. I've always wanted to visit Ireland and Scotland because I've heard, you know, I've had friends that have visited there and loved it, and I would love to go just visit and see some of the sights and the countryside and stuff.
Countryside.
I mean,
most of
I
Ireland
know
is countryside.
I know that sometimes the weather can be kind of off, but you know who's can't,
Oh, dress for the rain. Dress for rain.
right?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Buford, where are you from? You sound Texas or something, is it?
I'm from the state of Georgia, on the east
Georgia.
coast of the United States.
Georgia. I gotta look that place up now.
I'm right above Florida.
Florida.
You're not too far from me, Reaper. You're like an hour and 30 minutes away.
Yeah, I'm only like an hour and 10 minutes from Atlanta. So.
Oh shit! There's a country called Georgia as well. I was reading the
Oh
wrong
yeah,
one.
it's in Russia, over in Russia.
Yeah. I was like, God damn, it doesn't sound Russian. Okay, here we go. I found the right one. Terrain spans coastal beaches. Oh, sounds nice. Farmlands and mountains. That sounds like Ireland. Coastal beaches, farmlands and mountains. Capital of Atlanta is the home of Georgia Aquarium. Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Site.
Okay, that's in and around Atlanta. If you'll go north in the state, up towards Tennessee, I'm right outside south of Chattanooga.
Oh, you have golf tournaments over there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like learning about new places, what people are into and stuff. Like over here, music is a big thing. Traditional Irish music.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a musician, so I love all kinds of music, and I like the traditional music's better.
Yeah, but it's mostly like tin whistles and drums. I don't think it sounds great. But everyone's entitled to their opinion.
And then of course, you know, you got Scotland, which has got the bagpipes.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, I like that traditional kind of stuff because it's interesting to me how they make these instruments and make them sound the way they do.
Yeah, they do have a way of making them sound good sometimes. Depends on who's playing.
Right.
Sometimes you get someone who just doesn't understand the instrument. They can play it, but they don't understand it.
Right.
Yeah. That usually happens with the bagpipes. But you can get some good bagpipe players as well.
Oh yeah. I watched. I think I watched one video. It was there were like 120 or 125 bagpipe players, and they were doing a march, and I was like, holy cow. And they're in step and everything just going, clicking right. And I'm like, man, this is wild.
Man, there is more than 10 million people living in Georgia, the state.
Got a bunch of us over here.
There's only like, I think there's only like 2 or 4 million here. That's easily double. Georgia is easily double the population of my country, my entire country.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, my mom, she traced our heritage back, and of course I wasn't interested in all that mess. I mean, she was really into it and everything, and she kept tracing it and tracing it and tracing it, and she
Irish.
traced us back all the way to Edward the Bruce over in Robert the Bruce in Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edward the Bruce, let's see.
Robert the Bruce. I was wrong. Not the first name was wrong.
I don't know. Most people try and trace their heritage back to a specific ancestor. I don't really think you can do that. I think you can find out where you come from, like whether you're from Ireland or Scotland or wherever, but finding one person and then saying I'm related to that person, like that seems like it's a bit of a reach.
It does, but she started with one ancestor and started working their way back from that one ancestor, and kept tracing and kept tracing and kept backstepping and backstepping, and she actually found that we're kin to him. Now, how, I don't know. I don't know if it's like a distant cousin or close
Well, you remember?
proximity. You know,
Did you ever see a movie like Braveheart? Or
yeah,
probably seen
yeah,
it. Well, back then it used to work like you have a family and you have a clan, and the clan was all your cousins and every type of relative, and your family was, you know, your brother and sister, and so you could be related through the family, like family clan link,
yeah.
where you're a cousin of a cousin of a cousin of a cousin of a cousin, and that happened a lot. Like if you do that, trace back that way, a lot, everyone over here is related to everyone else.
Right.
We're all brothers and cousins.
Well, that's the way we all are in the world anyway. We're all connected one way or another.
Yeah, I believe that's true as well. Like if you go back through human lineage, at some point there was only 1,000 humans that existed on Earth. Like, or somewhere in that region. Like, you know, if you go far back enough through the human evolution, I mean, like when we were monkeys or whatever. There was only so many crawled out of the ocean. Yeah, there was only so many that could have crawled out of the ocean and not getting eaten or whatever and evolved. So we all come from those things, whatever the hell they are, or whatever you believe. Like everyone has their own beliefs.
That's it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, we all come from a limited amount of people. There didn't used to be, how many people on Earth? Like 5 billion, 6 billion. Well, at some point there was only like 1,000. You go far enough back. We all
Or
come
a couple of hundred.
Yeah, a couple of hundred, maybe even less. You don't know how many. I think it only requires like 63 different people to have a good gene pool, like to have enough people to, you know, yeah, mix around for a long time. I remember hearing that somewhere when they were talking about making a space station on Mars or the moon or something. You need something like 23 women and 33 men, something like that.
Right.
Yeah, but that's just weird. Like I still think if that was the case, everyone would still be too closely related.
Right.
Yeah, I think would get messed up still, even with that amount of people. You need at least 1,000, something like that. So there's enough, you know, enough space for your DNA to spread around the place, and brothers and sisters not getting mixed up and stuff.
Right.
How do we end up talking about this?
I don't know. It just started. But it's interesting, you know.
Conversation, yeah.
I mean, it's like me. There's this little woman that cuts my hair sometimes. She's from South Vietnam. Well, there's a lady that's like 3 chairs down from her that's from North Vietnam, and they're completely two different people, but they're from the same country.
Yeah, there's a lot. When you get a country that's split down the middle, like America's weird to me because America has like, you know how here there's Ireland and the north of Ireland. I just explained it to you. It's Irish people and English people living
Right.
together. America has that. Like, how many states is in America? 52, 54?
50.
50. Well, America has that 50 times. Each state is like a completely different like country of people where you're going to be different to a decent degree. Like some people think gay marriage is wrong, living next to a group of people that think gay marriage is right, and a bunch of people who ban guns living next to people who think guns are the best thing ever.
Right.
It's like people are always talking about civil war all the time, and it's amazing to me how all these states have managed. People are always talking crap about America. It's amazing to me how these states have always managed to stay together. Like you all managed to, even though you disagree on a lot of things, you all managed to still work it out and stay, and elect one president and all that stuff.
Right. Right.
If America
Well, I mean,
if America
you know,
was filled up full of modern Europeans, we'd all be at war now.
well, you know, it's like
Put it that way.
you said, Civil War. Okay, you had the North and you had the South. Well, everybody thought that the Civil War was started because of slaves, and it wasn't. It was started because the South wanted to be its own entity and govern itself. That's all. That's what it started about. And the slavery thing didn't come into play until Lincoln's second term. So you know, it just baffles me that people get that wrong. You know, if you study it enough, you'll find out what the real answer is. I mean, you know, and yeah, okay, the South lost the war and all this good stuff. Now we're one united country, but different little cities.
When I was
I mean,
talking about Civil War, when I was talking about Civil War, I meant like modern times. People are on about nowadays.
Oh,
People
yeah.
are on about there might be
Oh, yeah.
civil war. Every time someone's about to get elected, they don't like. They're on about
Oh,
civil
yeah.
war on Twitter and stuff. But these people that are on screen about civil war, if you turned off their internet for 2 hours, they would literally
Lose their mind.
yeah, they would lose their minds. And
Well, that's what we elect a president. Okay, we elect one man to run the whole country. Well, each individual has their own personal preference at who they want to vote for, which I think is great. But when your guy loses, don't start smack talking the guy that won. I mean, you know, come on.
well, I think he can smack talk the guy, but everyone should be aware that that person's just a sore loser. It's not
Right.
that they're right. Like they're not.
No,
no right
I
in
mean
the
they're
world
not
before
right.
he
They're
wasn't.
not wrong either. I mean, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're talking shit, is what we'd say.
Right. You know, and
They're taken seriously, which is the problem.
right. Too many people
Look at
take it
how-
seriously. You know, and the way I looked at it is, I voted who I voted for, and that's the end of it. Like me or hate me, and I voted the way I voted. Period. But the reason that I voted the way I voted is I thought America needed a change. You know, they needed something different, new blood, basically.
Yeah.
And
Who's the new blood? Trump.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, you have all these.
I'd agree
You
that
have
these
all
new
these.
bloods are politicians.
Well, see what you have. You have these career politicians. Then you have somebody like Trump that's a businessman. Okay, yeah, he's had his
Yeah, I
ups and
agree.
downs in his business, but he's still going strong. And that's what this country needed, was a businessman to go, look, stop. You're spending on the wrong stuff. You're doing this wrong. You're doing that wrong. Listen to what we need to do. Now the country is kind of the unemployment rate. I'll get on that. The unemployment rate has went down since he's become president. You know, because more jobs have come back into the United States and all this good stuff. So I gotta say he's doing something right.
It's not often I agree with someone about Donald Trump on here because they usually want. I think they like the trolley side of Donald Trump. But you're definitely 100% right about what he said and being a good businessman and that being what America needs, because America's run like a business.
Right. And I mean,
Yeah.
you know, in my personal opinion, these career politicians need to get on out of office and put some new blood in. Let's get this thing turned around and get some fresh stuff going. you know, everybody talks about the same old stuff over and over again. Let's get some new stuff going, you know?
I think the main problem, if you ask me, a European, a person who doesn't live in America, so my opinion isn't really a great one to stand off from, but in my opinion, America kind of, their politicians are, like, it's set up for corruption, the way it's run right now. It seems to be like, it's very easy for corruption to exist. Like the way they can get funding for their campaigns and stuff.
Yeah.
Seems like
yeah,
it's set up for a rich person to be able to get elected easily, and a person like, you know, yourself or me who doesn't have a giant fucking, you know, mansion to sit in.
Right.
It's a lot harder for someone like yourself to get elected.
Yeah. Yeah. Precisely. And, you know, you got to have that background. You know, you got to have that college back, all this knowledge and stuff. Hey, let one of the working men come in there and try to do things for a change and see what happens.
Yeah,
They'll change
that is
stuff
true.
real quick.
I think that would happen. I think there would be a lot of big changes if they got someone who came from the working class life. Someone actually who came, like, you get a lot of politicians pretending to come from that, but they don't actually come from the working class.
Right.
And if you got someone up there from the working class, I think I don't know whether there'd be good changes or bad changes, but there would be a lot of changes. I can guarantee you that much.
Well, I mean, you know, it would be growing pains, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, mistakes would be made, but mistakes would be learned from. You know, us working class guys, we make mistakes. Well, we learn from that mistake. We don't do it again, you know.
Yeah.
But it seems like these career guys, these career politician guys, they keep making the same mistake and don't learn from it and do it again and keep doing it.
Pretty much.
That's just my take on it. You know, I could be wrong.
Well, it seems to me like there's a criteria you have to meet if you want to be president of America. And they're not, some of them aren't actually proper rules. Like, you have to have gone to a certain college.
Right.
Like, and nowhere is that written down that you should have to gone to a certain college. But it seems to me that if you haven't gone to one of these colleges, you don't get elected.
Right.
And if you don't have a certain amount of if you don't have a certain amount of money and power as well, it's not happening. Connections is what I'm talking about, and it's supposed to work by the vote. That's what I'm talking about. A certain amount of people vote for you, you win, but that's not how it seems to work at all.
No, it ain't. It's, you know, they have the college electoral and all this other baloney. I don't even understand. I'm like, look, just let the people vote. Pee on the colleges. If they're 18, let them vote, and let them vote the way they want to vote. Don't try to bribe them. Don't try to buy them off.
Yep.
Let it be.
That's how it's supposed to work. You vote for someone. Other people vote for people. They count the fucking votes, and that person wins.
That's it.
That's not how it works, apparently. Apparently, how it works is you vote for someone. They look at your votes. Yeah. You vote for someone. They count the votes. They go, no, we don't like that, and they pick someone. That's how it works.
I actually went and voted one time, and on my whole ballot, it said other, and on every candidate that was in that thing, I put other, and I wrote in and I wrote me, just because I was ticked off and there was nobody worth voting for.
It's kind of like when you're doing your taxes or something and you put your religion down to something fucking crazy like Jedi.
Right.
You're just like, why is this even here? Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
See, now what do you think about that, Jose? A couple of guys from two different countries talking a little bit of politics and no heated arguments. Just a civil conversation.
He tuned out a while ago, I think.
Yeah, I guess he did.
It's going to end up in an empty ass stream. This is not how you live stream, Jose.
But see, that's you know, and that was a cool conversation. I mean, we've had a couple of good conversations here, and I mean, it was neat. You know, and I respect other people's opinion. It's not that they're wrong or they're right. It's their opinion. This is the way they think. Well, okay, I get it.
Yeah, me too. That's the way I think as well. People come from different places. You have different life experiences. Some people might not like, I don't know, different races of people. And when you track it down, usually it comes down to they had a lot of problems with those races of people. So
Right.
I can even understand that way of thinking. But, like people like the Nazis,
Right.
I cannot understand their thoughts of how they just think like we're superior. And then you'll see like, a black guy who's a scientist. And they'll go, no, he's not as good as a white scientist. And you go, well, how he just cured a bunch of things? The white scientist cured a bunch of things. Clearly he's equal. And they're like, no, and he's not.
Oh yeah,
That's
if
just
they
straight
have the
denial
same,
of anything.
if they have the same exact schooling, not from the same exact school, but the same exact schooling, the same exact degree, they're equal.
Same upbringing, same everything.
They're equal.
Yeah, but they'll still say no, they're not equal.
And that's my problem. I have is is I don't care red, black, green, purple, whatever.
Yep.
If you can do the job and you can prove you can do the job, you're just as good as me.
Yeah, judge people by their beliefs and their upbringing and what they tell you. Don't judge people about. That's what they mean when they say judging people by skin color as well. Took me a while to understand.
It's like we say around here: don't judge a book by its cover. Open the book and read it.
When you just look at someone and just go, they're not as good as me. How do you know? They might be 10 times better than you. That guy might be a fucking Nobel winning scientist of some type. You don't fucking know.
Right. I mean, I drive a concrete truck. I've been driving it for 25 plus years. Am I the best at it? Hell no. Is there people that are better than me? Oh yeah, and have lots less experience than I do. But I try to learn on some of the stuff that they do that makes my job easier.
I saw this video on YouTube one time of this woman backing up a dump truck, it was a dump truck, with a detachable trailer, so it pivots in just behind the truck. It'll turn a lot.
Yeah.
And she was able to back this truck up into the smallest space I've ever fucking seen anyone. She was a master at it, basically.
Yeah.
And I thought it was easy because the girl did it.
Oh.
So then I tried it in a video game. I tried to back a truck up into a small space. Couldn't do it. I was doing it for about 4 hours. I couldn't back the truck up.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. I mean, of course, my truck is not like that, but
Oh, it's like a truck, with a detachable trailer.
Yeah, it's called, and what they call them around here is a dump trailer.
A dump trailer, exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to back one of those up.
It's an 18-wheeler that the bed dumps on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have 4 women that work for our company. Three of them are actually concrete truck drivers, and the other one is a dump truck driver.
Yeah.
And they do the job just as well as we do.
And that's what I'm getting at. Don't judge people by their anything, really. Judge people by what you've seen them do. That's it.
I could understand, if they got out and they said, hey man, can you hang my chutes for me or whatever? No, they don't do that. They get out, they grab those chutes, they throw them on their truck just like we do. So, so be it. And and it's like I said, if you were say coming in to train and do the job I do, I would train you to the best of my ability. And there's things that you have to learn on your own to make yourself faster at it. I can show you things that I do, but they may not work for you. And that's what I try to tell most people, just get your own little niche on how you want to do it. I'll show you the main stuff. You just get your niche on how you want to do it to make yourself faster. So,
I find I learn best when it's shown to me, but I also do it myself. So I kind of learn.
Well, see, it's like when I get my trainees, I'll drive the first day and show them the basics of what we're doing. Then the next day, I'll drive out to the job, but they'll operate the truck on the job and then drive it back to the company. Then the third day, they're doing it by themselves. They're driving to the job, they're operating it on the job, and they're driving back to the plant. They're backing under the plant, getting loaded, and doing it all over again. And then because I can only show you how to operate that truck so many times, and until they do it, they're never going to get it.
Pretty much. On the same note, when someone's clearly shit at something, you shouldn't hire them just based on their gender or their race as well. Like that thing that they do over in America. What's it called? You have to hire one black person and you have to hire one woman.
Right.
That's kind of stupid too. Like how you have that NASCAR thing. I heard about this chick, something Patrick.
Danica Patrick.
Yeah, I heard she's really, really, really terrible, but they have to keep her.
She would probably throw out that discrimination card.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. If a woman, if she's going to be there, she should be there on merits. Like she's a really good driver. If she's always last, it's not discrimination that's keeping her in last place. It's her shitty driving that's keeping her back there.
Right. Quit trying to do all this other shit. Concentrate on the job at hand that you're driving this race car.
Yeah. I don't know a lot. I'll just say that right now. I don't know a lot about her. I just read that in the newspaper not newspaper, on an internet thing a wee while ago. Yeah,
she's been in fights and everything else. And, and it just stems that she just can't drive the car. And she
Is there women driving in NASCAR other than her?
No, just her.
So why is it just her? Right now.
It was just her. And she don't drive that often anymore. I think she's just about to give up the fight for trying to be a NASCAR driver.
Replace her with a woman who can actually drive. That's what I'd fucking do.
Oh, that's like us. It's like our company. You either can drive the vehicle or you can't. And you got a week, or no, you have 2 weeks to prove that you can do the job. If you can't do the job, we move on and we get another driver in there.
Damn, you give them 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Last job I worked at, I got 3 days to learn how to do the job perfectly. And then when I didn't know how to do it after 3 days, I got my ass fired.
Yeah, our company will give you 2 weeks. If you still can't do it within that 2 week period, then they have to let you go and they'll get somebody else. No, we had one driver. I trained him, and I kept telling him, this guy cannot drive. He's going to kill somebody. Well, they took him out of my truck and put him into a truck with somebody else. They started telling the bosses the same thing. He can't drive. He's going to kill somebody. Then they put him in the truck with a rookie. The rookie came back and said, "This man cannot drive."
Even the rookie.
The rookie even said it. This man cannot drive.
So don't tell me he went on and killed somebody.
I have no idea. We don't know where he went after he left us.
That's terrible. That's fucking.
Well, see, we have like small hills and stuff like that, and the way he used to drive the truck that he was used to, throw it in neutral and slow it down going down a hill. Well, you can't do that with this. This is a constantly moving load. The drum is turning on the truck. It's constantly moving that concrete. So when you throw it in neutral, it's pushing you forward more than your brakes can stand.
So you can still slide.
So the thing about it is you need to keep it in gear and gear down, to help hold the brakes back and help slow it down. But he didn't want to grasp that concept. And that right there was telling me he didn't know how to drive to begin with.
That's all you have to do is slow down.
And I told him, I said, dude, you better put that thing back in gear right now before I pull you out of that seat. Because I'm sitting in the passenger seat. You got my life in your hands, and you're going to do this mess with me? No. But it was crazy. Hey, Jose, you over there?
Yeah, where are you, Jose? He just left us on his channel and fucked off and started eating food. Probably eating some fucking tortillas.
Quit eating there, Jose. What you doing? He may be on the telephone. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, he's streaming from his phone, is he not? I don't know.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can. No, he can't use StreamYard from his telephone. I don't think.
Oh.
I think he has to use that from his computer, and then he can use his phone to like watch the chat and stuff like that. Let's see here.
It was good talking with you anyway.
It's good talking with you too, man.
Yeah, I'm not ready to leave yet, but I'm gonna leave in a couple minutes. Jose doesn't get back here. We're going to do his whole live stream for him.
Right. Well, my name's Buford, by the way.
Yeah, I think you might have subscribed to me. Not sure. I think I'm subscribed to you as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll say, I think at last count, I think I've got like 11 videos up that I'm doing showing driving the concrete truck and things on the job and stuff.
Yeah, I don't upload stuff like that. But I do like watching stuff like that. I like learning weird trades and stuff. Through YouTube, I mean.
Right.
You know, like you see a guy like cutting grass. Or paint a guy who's an expert at painting houses. Or I've seen this guy's videos. What he does is, now I don't know the location, but the dirt looks very dry. But he dug out a big hole in the ground and basically turned it into a house.
Right.
Turned a hole in the ground into a house. Which was fucking crazy. Imagine living in that type of environment where you can just dig away the ground and eventually you'll be able to carve a bunch of pillars out of the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. I mean, you know, because my job, I deliver concrete to job sites, you know, for houses, for driveways and garage, you know, a garage floor or a porch. And of course, then we do have houses that have a block foundation, but they have a concrete slab for the floor instead of a wood floor. Yeah. So I get to see all these different kinds of houses that these people build. And we have a mountain around here, and I was up on it, and we hauled concrete to one corner of the foundation held 80 yards of concrete. That's 8 10-yard loads of concrete in one corner. That didn't count the rest of the foundation.
And one load is 10 yards.
Yeah.
So you have to do 8 loads.
Well, the whole group of us did.
That's fucking crazy.
And you know, and that's just one corner of the house. But this house was 4 levels. It had a basement. It had a living space. Then the next floor up was a 360-degree glass, so you could see all the way around, you know, through the woods and off the mountain and everything, cool. Which was pretty neat. And then upstairs was another part of the living quarters. So I mean, I understand why they had such a big hard footing, you know, for the house.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of videos of guys driving, you know, dangerous loads of stuff on trucks around mountain passes and shit where the truck nearly slips off the fucking mountain. And I've seen one guy delivering.
Not me.
I've seen one guy doing exactly what you were on about, delivering a load of concrete. And because he was driving, even though he was driving slow, apparently he was driving too fast, because when he hit the brakes, the concrete nearly shoved him off the cliff because it slushed up in the back of the truck and really shoved him over the cliff, exactly like what you were saying.
Oh yeah, it gets crazy.
Yeah.
I've back in 2002, I actually turned one over. I was going down the road, the asphalt road gave way, put me in the ditch, and I fought 126 foot of ditch trying to get it back out. It finally pivoted and slammed on its passenger side and slid another 55 feet backwards. And that was at 25 to 35 miles an hour.
It's fucking crazy.
So yeah, it can get stupid. I didn't get hurt, through the whole wreck. I didn't get hurt.
Yeah, you can get killed easily on a job, couldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is I had my seatbelt on. So now I'm hanging up in the air, because it's laying on its passenger side. Well, I've got to try to get out of the truck. Well, as soon as I let that seatbelt go, I fell to the passenger side and I broke my tailbone.
Oh, fuck.
And that was after the wreck had already happened.
God, yeah, that's what a lot of people don't consider. They think just because an accident happened, now everything's safe. No, it's not safe. Shit could still explode. Cars could crash into the already crashed car. Like, you could still get hurt at an accident that already happened.
Oh, yeah.
Way more common. It's way more common than people think. That's why police tell you, keep fucking moving, stop staring, go.
Yeah.
Because you'll pull up.
Quit doing the rubbernecking thing.
Yeah, and you crash into the fucking crash like an idiot.
Yeah, it is crazy. But yes. Thank God it was on a back road, and I never crossed the center line. I was still in my lane when I had my wreck.
That's crazy to be in a wreck and actually survive. Jose said he had to go pick up his son.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. I hit the chat to see if he was chatting down there to see what might be going on.
I just noticed it.
But yeah, I mean, what went through my mind is when I saw the tops of the trees in the sky, I was like, oh, hell, don't let nothing be coming the other way.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here quick. Get out of this road.
And the funny thing was once I actually got loose and stood up, I cut the truck off, keep it from running, and walked out the windshield because there wasn't no windshield there.
You need to walk with a broken tailbone. That must have been fucking torture.
Well, it was. But what was even more torture was I sat down on a chair and I was looking at my knee, so I didn't feel my tailbone at that point. I was worried about my knee because it was feeling like it was swelling. And I asked the man that saw the wreck happen, I said, "Do you have a pocket knife?" And he said, "Yeah." So I got his pocket knife from him. I stuck it in my blue jeans and just cut a big hole where my knee is, the knee of my pants was, so my knee could swell and wouldn't bind up. And sure enough,
you cut your jeans. I thought you were saying you cut your leg.
No, I cut my jeans to let my knee be able to swell if it, a little more if it had to. And so I looked at my knee through that hole in my blue jeans, and I'm like, yeah, I think I might have to go have this looked at too.
How you have a broken ass and a broken knee?
Well, luckily I just bruised my knee, so that was a good thing.
You got a broken tailbone. You can't sit down, yeah?
Yeah, you don't sit down, you don't lay down, you can't find no way of being comfortable to try to sleep.
Yeah, how do you sleep with a broken, or sit down with a broken tailbone?
They give you what they call a donut, and it's like a little rubber thing that you can sit on that keeps you from sitting directly on your tailbone.
Oh.
And those things will cause your legs to go to sleep. So I'm like, well, what's the use of this? I mean. So I suffered with it. Of course, I couldn't work. I didn't get to work for a while. And it took me probably 2 months before I could ever even get back in the truck again, because every time I'd go get close to the truck, I'd start shaking really uncontrollably.
Yeah, because of the fucking, what's it called? Trauma.
Just that fear. Yeah, that fear just really
that's probably a broken tailbone is probably a terrible thing for a person who drives for a living to have as well.
Oh yeah,
it would probably flare up all the time too.
That happened in 2002, and I still have problems. If we work those long days, I mean, there's some days we work 17, 18 hours. And I'm really feeling it. And I'm maneuvering myself in the seat and everything else, trying to just keep comfortable. But yeah, it's a pain. I mean, it's a pain I have to live with.
That's fucked up. I was never in a car crash. Too careful. I'd be careful, and I don't work on the road, so I'm never really I can see how someone drives for a living will probably be in more than one car crash. There's a lot of stupid people out there driving around the place. They're probably getting your way all the time.
Oh, they'll cut you off quick.
Yeah. Especially in
And
you understand. You know when you're carrying a load of liquid. You understand what the rules
you
are for
got 10
braking.
tires. You should be able to stop
Yeah.
that thing on a dime. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
okay,
that's not how it
whatever.
works. Yeah. Yeah, maybe if the tank was empty.
Well, you still wouldn't be able to then. I mean, it's like an 18-wheeler. They think, well, they've got 18 wheels. They can stop real quick. No. An empty 18-wheeler running 55 miles an hour, it takes 1,500 feet to stop.
1,500 feet, damn.
Empty.
That's more.
So
That's way more than I thought.
you figure if they're at maximum weight, which is 80,000 pounds, and they have to bow up and try to stop, it's going to be another 6,500 to 7,000 feet just to stop it.
It's like the reason people think that is because they think my car can stop like this, so why can't your car stop like that? But
Exactly.
a truck isn't really like a car. A truck is more like a train.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a truck. They even call them trains in some places, road train or something like that. But
Right.
a truck is carrying a lot of weight. Like you'd be explaining it way better than I would. But a truck is carrying a lot of weight, and that weight, when you hit the brakes, if you had to hit the brakes quickly, all that weight's going to shift and move forward. Yeah, and that's going to it's like someone pushing you from behind. It's going to keep you moving.
Yep. That's why they've got these tanker drivers that haul gasoline.
Yeah.
They tell them, if you see that you're going to be in a wreck, don't try to stop. Just mash the gas and keep going. Because you got they explain it to you that you have a 50-50 chance at mashing the gas and going on through it than you would of actually trying to stop and not hit it.
Basically, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You might as well plow through it. You have more chance of surviving. I'd probably.
I'll drive my concrete truck, and now that's it. I come off the road years ago, and I ain't going back across it either.
I just keep a brick and put the brick on the accelerator, and I jump out of the truck.
There you go.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gone. We'll see y'all.
Yeah, that truck. How fast do them trucks normally go?
Well, you got some of these owner operators that'll cut them up. Run triple digits.
What you mean? Get over 100?
Yeah.
100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
God damn.
Some of like the guy I used to work for, it was a flatbed trailer, but he had a souped up truck, and I could I think the fastest I ever had it was like 96. So I mean I could scoot it on down the road, and that's loaded.
I'm just thinking, like, if you're going 96 miles an hour down the road, you're not stopping for anything. That is like, if something happens in front of you, you don't have a choice. You cannot stop.
No.
Like the brakes don't exist.
And you have your options. You can either go to the left of it and hit the median and take a chance on running into oncoming traffic, or you can take the right and run into the woods and take a chance at a tree coming through the cab and killing you.
Yeah, I don't like those options.
I've seen some of them, though. I've seen some of them that got lucky.
I don't like those options right there. That's probably why I'm not going to drive a truck.
I've seen this, a couple of friends of mine that has actually taken to the side of the road that had woods and actually came out of it, just scratched and bruised. I was like, well, you got lucky.
Yeah. Did you ever see a movie in the 90s called Demolition Man?
Yes, I did.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yep.
There was a car crash in that movie where when he crashed the car released a load of like foam.
Yep.
And it held him in place. It'd be great if we had some kind of technology like that.
Oh, yeah.
But obviously foam will get in your mouth and your eyes and probably kill you.
Right.
And I don't think that would work. I don't see foam working very well.
It is. I mean, it would be a neat thing, I guess. If you could make it to where it wouldn't hurt them, wouldn't hurt you.
Well, if you were somehow in like a bubble of liquid and you crashed into something, like the liquid would take all the force. You wouldn't take any of the force at all. But how are you going to be in a bubble of liquid and then, drive a car or whatever? It makes no sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. It's like you
Some
need
things
air.
Some things are cool to see, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's not realistic.
Yep. It's a weird thought to have. Car safety is something people really need to take more seriously, because people die every day. Millions of people or thousands of people die every day on roads all over the world.
Right. They do. But
And even you were in a massive car crash or truck crash. Well, I don't know what you call it when it's in a truck. What is it when it's called when it's in a truck?
truck wreck, truck crash.
Truck crash. You're gonna have a cool name.
But I mean, it's like
Truck is
when I was
sad.
driving, when I was driving over the road, the company I worked for, our terminal manager did some research on the traffic around Atlanta, Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
And just on the loop, just around the loop itself, and that's the bypass that goes around Atlanta. Just on it, from the smallest fender bender up to the fatality, there was over 400 wrecks per day.
That's a big number.
They get speed
Per
limit
day,
around
like.
every day, and that's the speed limit is 55 for a reason. Well, these people, and I mean, if you're running 55, the cops will stop you and say, if you can't move that car no faster than that, you need to get off the road. Because everybody's running 70 and 75 around the loop.
And just don't go that way. Go a different way, dumbass. So I tell them.
I wish to God I could, I can't go that way. I can't go straight through the middle of Atlanta because no trucks are down there or allowed down there unless you're delivering.
Yeah, people think sometimes when they're driving slower, they're driving safer. No, sometimes you're actually making a problem on the road. You need to drive in the right lane. That's what you need to do. Like, big truck like you coming up behind him, some guy going, I don't know, 20 under the limit or 10 under the limit. Like, you could get pissed off and fucking ram him if you wanted to, and you would take him off the road.
Right.
Yeah, that's not what people do, though. What people do is you probably just be late for something and get pissed off.
Yeah, and because, and that's the thing that I always look at. These people always get in your way. They slow you down. You can't get to your job quick enough, or you can't get back from your job quick enough because you got an idiot that don't want to go on down the road. I would love to go to their job, and if every time they would reach for something, just get in their way, just to show them what they're doing to me. So it will drive it drives you up the wall. I mean, you really have to have a calm head about yourself because you could get really stupid.
Yeah, you could if you lose your temper, like, and it happens to everyone. Like, you'll see people playing video games, they'll turn around and punch their computer screen, or
right.
Someone in the library playing chess will start freaking out when they lose a chess. Like, it happens to every type of person everywhere. People get pissed off. Someone can have a bad day and get pissed off about something.
I'll lose my cool. But the good thing about it is I'll beat on the steering wheel, cuss and raise Cain and everything. But I'm doing it right there in my cab. I'm not doing it to somebody. I'm not trying to hurt somebody or anything. I do it right then and there, and I'm done.
Yeah, but some people on the road are fucking dumb. Some people are really dumb, man. Don't know what to do. How did, like, you can't figure out how they got a license.
Right.
Yeah, they're so dumb. They don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to take a fucking U-turn or. Come on now.
Or make a turn to the right or to the left and not use a blinker.
Yeah, make a correct turn, exactly.
Well, I'll always go down the road and there'll be somebody that'll always bow up and turn right, and I'm like, thanks for the blinker. I guess they didn't make it on that model.
I used to live outside. I used to live in a building, and outside the building, there was a main road, and it was like a kind of intersection. It was like a crossway where one road went across the middle of the other.
Right.
And there used to be crashes out there. Literally every day there'd be a new crash.
Wow.
Oh look, Jose got out of here. He's
Uh,
a son of a bitch.
He may have when he left it on and left it alone. He may have froze up. He may have had to refresh.
Maybe. We're live on Jose's channel right now, I'm pretty sure. Jose's an asshole. On his own channel, he's an asshole. There's nothing he can do about this right now. Jose is an asshole.
Dang, man, I thought you was cool. We're over here carrying your live show for you. Come on, man.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, God.
Telling us something. I think he's telling us it's time we got the fuck out of here. We're wrecking his stuff. Wrecking up his shit.
Well, I figured he'd be back by now.
All right. Look, he is there. He's in the background.
He is there for sure.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
in the background. Look, I'm off collecting my son. He's there watching the stream later. Oh, look, now he's back.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, now he's put you in the main screen.
Yeah, why is he doing this to me? What are you doing to me? Oh, he's still learning the StreamYard.
Oh.
Still learning how it works. It's pretty straightforward, though.
I mean, I don't know how to use it. I can't tell him because I've never done it. I've never done it myself either. So.
Ah, you have your own channel. You should stream sometime. I'll come and take a look anyway. You'll have at least one viewer, me.
Right. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna have to get me a computer that has, or I'm gonna have to get a camera that will mount to my computer so I can actually have a live stream. The stupid laptop I bought doesn't have a camera on it, and I'm like, really?
I use a computer. I don't have a camera. People keep telling me to get one, but I don't see the reason to need one.
Well, I mean, if it's like I've got right now I'm on my telephone.
Yeah.
And so it's got a camera, on the front and the back of it. So I can set the camera to be facing at me, and talk to people in the chat that actually have their camera on. But like here, what's the use of having the camera on? We're sitting here carrying on a conversation anyway.
Yeah. I don't think you need it. People want you to have one, but I don't think you need to have one.
It's like one live stream I watch all the time is Whirly's. Well, if you want to come up in panel, they request you have a camera so they can see who you are, and then you can turn it back off and then put you up on panel. That's the only thing they require is you have a working microphone and a working camera so they can see you. Then you can turn your picture to like it is now.
That's funny. I was on Whirly's before and I don't have a camera. He mustn't always do that because he let me up before and I don't have a camera.
Probably because Jose vouched for you or something like that.
No, I think he just needed help with OBS.
That could be it.
He needed my computer knowledge.
I've been
on a lot of these streams actually. I've been on a few streams on a couple of different channels, and people have not realized yet that I'm very good with computers. Like I'm always helping people out and saying something in the comments like, "Oh, you should check this setting," and everyone ignores me.
Right.
But I know for a fact that every time I give a piece of advice, I am correct because I know computers very well.
Well, it's like me. I know enough about them that I can maneuver myself around, in them, and pretty much will figure out, certain things that might be wrong with it. But then there's some things that I can't figure it out at all. Thank God my girlfriend is a computer guru.
Yeah, there you go. It's important to have at least one person around that knows computers. They can fix all your problems for you, make all your woes go away.
Oh, yeah, she can show up in a matter of about 2 seconds, have it fixed.
There's a couple of programs everyone should have for cleaning stuff out of your computer, old files and stuff. One of them is CC
Right.
Cleaner. It's pretty handy. It's free.
I also defrag my computer too, ever
You
so often.
defrag it. Yeah. You want to be careful you don't have stuff on your computer, because sometimes if you have a virus or something, you defrag your computer, it can fuck everything up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, make sure
If
you have
I
good antivirus.
I do have a good antivirus that I use that I pay for.
Yeah, you want to pay for it.
Not none of that freebie stuff.
Yeah, free stuff is shit. Like I've used
Sometimes you
many
can get
free
one
things and they're all
that's
shit.
that's pretty decent, but it won't cover everything.
Yeah.
Um,
A
so
lot
I
of times, the people who make the free antivirus, they will create a virus that they know will get past their own antivirus.
just so
So
you'll
you'll
pay
get a
for it,
virus in your computer from the people who make your antivirus. They will make a virus to put it in your computer.
right?
Yeah.
Just to make you buy their stuff.
Yeah. No, what the purpose is so they can get your data. But then let's say you have 2 of the free antivirus programs and you run one, well, that first one will detect the virus of the other one and vice versa. But
Right.
each of the programs will not detect its own virus.
Right.
If you get what I'm saying. So even though there's 2 viruses on your computer, one of the antivirus will always show there's only one virus and it won't show the other one because it's hiding that one, because that one's from the people who make the antivirus you're using. It's confusing, but you'll understand when you do it enough times.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, it's important to have antivirus you pay for.
I've got one on my computer that came with the computer that was that I didn't have to pay for, but
Yeah.
it came with the computer when I bought it. It was an unlimited antivirus that
Yeah.
the person put on there for the computers that they redo and everything.
Yeah, it's a free one.
And then
Bullshit one.
I bought one. So I'm double protected, but I don't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah. Well, all you need to do, right, with your antivirus, all you really need to do, if you have good antivirus, is set your antivirus to run when you turn your computer on. And that's it.
Yeah.
You don't need to do anything else. And you won't get a virus if you do that.
Oh, that's what mine does. Every time that I turn my
Yep.
computer on, my antivirus pops on.
Well, you're sorted. Oh.
That way
Right,
it protects me.
I'm about to get out of here. It was good talking with you, Buford.
It's good talking to you too, man.
Keep an eye out for your uploads and stuff. I'll watch your videos.
Okay.
Okay.
Appreciate
If you ever do
you,
live
man.
stream. Yeah, you ever do live stream, I'll come watch.
All right. Appreciate it.
I'm sure Jose will as well if he ever fucking comes on his own live streams.
Right. Well,
See
have
you
a
later.
good
It's
one.
good talking with you.
We'll catch you another time. It's good talking
Yeah.
with you too, man.
Yeah, good talking. See you later. See you later, Jose.
Later. Well, I guess it's the Buford show now. Where you at there, Jose amigo? Hey, man. Jose, post something up on here where we can see you still back there. What's up, dude? You still here? Hey, Jose. What's up, dude? Still here? Hey, Jose. What's up? Is there anybody in the chat still watching?